scout and stuff already? I think I did that. I think I did all my scouting stuff already. I think I did that while I was out in LA, California. If you want to stream, so if y'all like it, subscribe like I told y'all to. I wouldn't have to then post a link in the group there. I feel like I ain't played the game in forever, for real. No. I played the computer, I think, maybe. Yeah. Not against a person. I didn't have any person while I was down there, which kind of worked out. But I couldn't really. Jackson was going to let me use his.
Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation.
Ain't got what was called on there.
Memorial Stadium, and if you aren't familiar with the saying "Boomer Sooner," you will be soon enough. There are inflection points throughout the season, and this will be one of them for both of these squads. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
I didn't do it right. I didn't look at the card first, so they couldn't even talk. Party, so you put the stream out, Joe. You know that.
The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top-5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. If you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job getting the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Okay.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal.
That's good. Yeah.
This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside.
Wow, crazy.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he?
This the Mr.
Shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great running Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
I have to try out some things.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass, it's Pineda. He's moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Got his man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move.
Oh, wow.
These guys, they make it easy.
Oh, look out! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Buys a little time with his feet.
Give me that. Give me that.
And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Hell of a fucking play, Dickie. Pause. Yes, sir. 2 feet down.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep. Snags it on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally tough.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he's a real
Redman, you can't be getting hurt, man. You'll leave out there, bounce back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up.
But I want, but I might be all right with this.
To the air, it's Pineda. Unloads
Good.
to the wide out.
Oh, he missed that. Good.
Incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It's caught
I can run a 30-yard
and
tackle.
he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Complete. Enough for the 1st down. And the defense
Couldn't get where I wanted to be together.
They'll recycle that down marker.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive.
Can't let him get a touchdown. He gets the ball right back.
This all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. The aerial assault continues. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. A huge gain.
He takes the corner, and I'm might start going nickel with that every time.
I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it. Okay, wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Yeah. You got to get that fixed. I agree.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That guy.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Gets it out fast.
Way to stay outside. Way to maintain your leverage.
Inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Pineda. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And
Yeah,
he's
fine with that.
going to make it. The defense denied.
Way to make him make a decision.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker or get it.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
They'll leave it with him.
My fullback sold me right there.
Coming up.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
You're completely fine with taking this into a lot, man.
Deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Running toward the tape. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
I don't like this play call.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Feeling some heat.
Yeah.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And they'll wrestle him.
See, that's great discipline by you. I just knew you were going to come out and pass him.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much
Passing situation.
Always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Hey.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to...
Looking to take a shot. And this is dropped.
Has a cheek one.
Complete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try
Gotta
to
get
take
field
shots. They're
goal
going
and
to try
try
and keep
to.
their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air.
Oh, he was open to motherfucker!
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Release to the back. Right on target this time.
Yes, sir.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big
The 50-yarder, but
for a first down.
Hey.
And as the clock is
Oh, this went crazy. Come on, gang.
Half, they'll send out the field goal team.
Got my hand round.
He boomed it through.
Boom!
50-yard field goal showing off that powerful
That's
left.
big.
First half in the books. Time now to join
big.
Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Toss sweep right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Got trap plays.
The offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Oh, got me in the offense.
Their first touchdown of the game. They are on the move with a first and 10.
Might be a play action.
Making adjustments with his receivers. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Trying to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.
Oh, God.
Now they're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in.
That was a chance to take the shot right there. Got to take the shot.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Dumps it off in the flat.
Thank you.
And he couldn't
got a big hit in first.
And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football.
That was a good read. Terrible throw, though.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now
that's a great read. Oh. It's a great read, Steve. You didn't deserve that.
You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Oh, you got to seal him first for me.
We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make
you just sell that edge first, my guy.
So important to this team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
That man on man outside now. Safety on.
He's looking to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Bruh, got hit while I was throwing instantly. Playing on you ahead of both guys. Leave.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback.
Oh my, I'm selling you.
Get to his legs, and if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
At the 35, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
My fault.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those
Actually, that's the O-line
tracks,
fault. It's a good read.
Now they're in the open field.
Then one-on-one with the safety, I'll take my chances every time.
Try
But
to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets
gotta
him up,
block
makes
the
the
guy.
big play out to the left.
Trying to get the corner. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
yeah, I was fine with the cover 2 though. Honestly, I like the matchup because that's my number one guy. But they got a block. They just nobody wanted to block right there, which killed it. Because if I had time to accurately throw with the safety on the inside, I was trying to throw a bullet to the outside to make the safety then have to make a play on the ball to stop us, but couldn't get it there.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
You might keep this simple.
They'll try to run for it. The Sooners get it past the sticks.
Ooh.
Man, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed
Freddie Gump.
They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job on the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the
He said Freddie been running everybody over. He don't need to wait for it to set up.
Toss sweep
Oh,
to the right.
God.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on
I'm not mad at this at all.
Chunks of yardage.
We need 3 scores in under 6 minutes.
From the
I'll take
gun,
my
they'll give
chances.
it on the inside. Trying to
I'll let you
pound
keep
their
getting
way
2-3
forward.
yards.
Picks up a couple to the 31.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this.
18-play drive might get you a score, but
you might want to start double teaming him. He's
gonna
going
get you just 1 score.
You saw all of his ability on that last play.
You run it again.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That has got to be demoralizing
live
if you're
with
on
that.
defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
I like the way he playing it though. Playing smart.
After an
Gotta respect the 3 wide receivers on the field.
The offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Pineda. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
No scores through 3. We good. Like where we at. Like where we at.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What's everybody? I didn't even consider the bad.
So you want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you
So
play
in
action,
between
you
right
got
there.
the big target, throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and gets the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Now we put together our best drive of the game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown.
That's all that tells me.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff is.
We just take our time, man. We are in no rush.
Way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter. Really
We ain't gonna milk,
some
but we
speed
just
outside.
we'll put together some plays to execute.
We're just trying to get that first
Try to
down.
execute.
Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Oh, look at 54.
And that's a very productive.
Yeah, they lifted the D end up off his feet.
2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the
54 out
football.
here.
Defense, and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The give to the fullback.
That's how you keep your fullback happy, baby. You gotta give him a touch.
Crosses the 50 and gets it to the 40.
You didn't have a touch right
And
now.
David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time.
That's okay.
Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll
That's
block
all.
harder
You
and
didn't
he'll
need to
block
score or
longer
anything.
in the
You
future.
didn't need to score.
At this point of the
You
game,
just
the offense has the lead. The
put the plays
offensive
together,
coordinator
man.
knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for.
It's taking our time, man.
Explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it.
We missing Wilson, man. We missing Wilson. That's for
And
sure.
maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but
Missing
no
Wilson,
more
but
than
that's
that.
okay.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Number 5, they'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't
You
give
can
him
hold
that
me to
big
3, you got a shot.
play. Now you have to make him earn it.
You trying to make me start using timeouts.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
I like the way you shifted those dudes out there.
Off play action.
But then they went in.
Finds his big tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. We've reached
We
the
got
2-minute
stuff in the
warning, and
bag.
this
We don't
offense
even
will
be-
quite
We
content
be really
just
out
to
here
drain
bullshit.
the
I
rest
ain't
of
gonna
the
hold
time
you.
away.
Look at the 2 clock, man. He gonna use timeout too. Got to, right?
And the Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it
Waddle is still
all the
up.
way to the 2-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. You'd love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps moving.
So let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down, but don't turn away a touchdown. If you're getting close and you can get in, take the 2-possession lead, end this ball game.
Give to the big fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an
Well played, 4.5-minute drive, man.
Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day.
Wouldn't even run the clock down until the under 2 minutes. That's not what I do. I mean, think we stopped the run, think we stopped the play act.
Running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Good game, brother. Good game.
Here comes the Sooner offense back on.
I tell you, I came here feeling some type of way.
It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense.
Appreciate it, Stove.
Giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other, you start to have success.
Appreciate it, Trey.
You start to grow as an identity, and you start to understand who you are.
I'm just hoping the game's safe. Or hey, man, I love it up. Look at that. Absolutely. I don't have the authority to be able to Oh, ready up, Steve. I tell Steve ready up. Oh, he might be recruiting still. I don't know. He got hours? Yeah, he got hours.
man.